nation and mining family. What's going on? So it looks like my stream is going good, no issues. OBS updated here just recently, so knock on wood. The corona-free virus wood here. That we don't have any issues.
We can all hope that is for sure.
Oh my god.
So I hope everybody is doing great out there tonight. Welcome to Mining After Dark.
Yo, most certainly. I hope everybody that's out there is staying safe. If your area is on lockdown,
For sure.
just like my areas, we are on lockdown here, so only essential people can be out and about. I've been deemed essential because I help distribute parts, automotive parts. It's essential, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to make sure that you just adhere to, you know, simple rules, guys. Super simple to follow. My wife's a nurse and all that good stuff, and she came across some good information. And I figured that this would be a great time to share it with all of you guys, especially if you don't know. So some of the precautions is that the virus does start up in your throat, guys. So you're going to feel it there first. So drink lots of hot liquids, guys. Hot coffee, tea, soup, warm water. Take sips of warm water every 20 minutes if you've got to be out and about. It helps kind of kill off the virus in your throat. A couple of times a day, especially if you're getting exposure to the outside world. Gargle with some vinegar, salt, vinegar water, salt water, some lemon water, like twice a day if you got to be out there. The stuff clings to your hair and your clothes, guys. So,
Yep.
when you come home,
And it can live on hard surfaces for like 72 hours.
9 days on a hard surface, like 30 minutes on money. So when you get home, guys, just plan to strip down your skivvies, go take a shower, especially if you have been in an area that does have a high risk. Definitely take the precautions to keep it out of your house. Strip down, put everything into the washer, wash your clothes every day that has been exposed to the outside world.
Show.
Oh yeah, and also direct contact with the sunlight for a long period of time, probably like a full day or so, will also kill off the virus. So there are certain areas that the virus has not really seen huge outbreaks in. And they're starting to see that it is temperature related a little bit here. It's definitely wash any kind of metallic surface or anything like that. Try to avoid using door handles, doorknobs if you have to. Prepare to wash your hands right afterwards. Do not touch your face, guys. If you have to, put some gloves on just to kind of help remind you not to touch your face. And of course, the big thing is we don't want to compromise our lungs, guys. So definitely, if you're a smoker, try to, at least try to start cutting back a little bit. It will help. If you can, stop. But that's, any doctor will tell you that. I've got to worry about that stuff because over here I'm an ex-smoker. Hopefully I don't have to worry about that it's been quite some time since I've smoked cigarettes, so hopefully.
For sure. So yeah, I hope everybody's staying safe. Like, please stay safe, stay alert.
Right.
Stay clean.
Wash hands for 20 seconds at a time, Don't just be like, I'm done, right? No. 20 good. Right. As the wife would say, sing happy birthday at a normal tempo.
Right. You can even throw in the extra little quirks in there too.
Right, and if you're
just for fun little gimmicks.
And eat vegetables, fruits, stuff that have zinc in it, as well as vitamin C, as these two things help kind of get together and does wonders for your body's immune system. Animals do not spread the disease on this one, guys, so you don't have to worry about your dogs or your cats or anything like that. Avoid the common flu, as it will weaken your immune system for the coronavirus. So we don't want to weaken the immune system by getting off of a cold to be exposed to something like this. If you feel any kind of discomfort in your throat, guys, start like gargling salt water and stuff like that. Boil up some water, do some lemon tea or something like that. So, stuff that'll help with kind of disinfecting your throat, because that's where it starts, guys. So be safe out there, especially if you're like myself, who's got to be out and about, especially coming Monday morning. Yay.
Yay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
For sure.
For sure, for sure. So, on to other awesome stuff. I mean, we've got our mining show that we have now that we've gotten past that corona bit. Now we can actually like roll that intro. Ooh. Yo, now we get to go into the nice fun meat and potatoes of the mining show. Oh. So there are some cool things that you guys can definitely be doing, especially if you are turning your rigs off in this down market because you're like, yo, the price of Bitcoin. I
thank you.
Huh? What?
I thank you. I said, and I thank you for turning off your rigs.
Right, yeah.
I don't like that you did it. Anybody that did it, not saying them did it. I'm saying anybody that did it. Not that I like it, but I thank you because I get more rewards from turning your rigs off.
Yeah. So I mean,
thank you, but
for those who turned it off because they're looking at the dollars and cents at the end of the day, and they're converting Bitcoin for cash so that they can pay the electric bill or buy some quintessentials. For those people who have turned it off and you're like, yo, I have this equipment, it's sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing. Well, you can actually put that stuff to work and actually earn a little bit of Bitcoin. I mean, it's not the most profitable thing in the planet.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
But it is for a good cause. So, since this was something that you stumbled across, Mikhail, now I know a little bit about it from Bits Be Trippin', that he was setting some stuff up on with folding at home. So if you guys have never heard of that from back in the day, I know I did folding at home on my PlayStation. Left that bad boy on and let it do its thing. It looks like you're able to do something like that again.
Yep. Well, they have like the folding at home program straight from folding at home. Bits Be Trippin's done videos on it. Savage Mine has done videos on it. Red Panda Mining has done videos on it. I think there's probably somebody else that I'm missing that's done videos on it as well. But people have done videos on how to set it up, like with just a straight folding at home.
Right, which
program.
Folding at home is more like you run it, you get points. They don't really mean anything. It's more bragging rights than anything else at the end of the day. Going, right. I've done more help.
Right. Well, I had been kind of watching a little bit more due to the nature of my rigs, and I know Nim's rigs are kind of fall in the same line. running headless and stuff. I was like, oh, I wonder when we can get to implement something like this. Hive OS had implemented something, and on hash rate, I'd been watching it, and they had been kicking it around for a minute trying to get something up and going. And then this really helped just make it easy because we could just go into the pool. This is actually for Cure Coin. There's actually 2 different ones you can do. So one is Cure Coin. You can help find COVID-19, human malware virus, whatever you want to call it. We're not monetized, so I guess I can say it.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I guess they're loosening up on people saying it now.
Good. So yeah, you can do this, and you can earn Cure Coin while you fold at home. So that's actually pretty nice. And it, earn a little bit of crypto while you fold at home. That's good to see. And you can also do the same thing with it's called Banano.
Yeah, Banano.
Yeah, it does the same kind of situation. You can basically fold at home, and you can earn BAN. So you can earn some Banano while you fold at home. And of course, neither one of these things are like profitable whatsoever, but it gives you a little bit of something while you're helping fight the cure or the cause while you're folding at home.
Right. It's all for a good cause. It's a good charity event. So, I mean, if for those people who are just looking at the dollars and cents, and you weren't really hurt by running the rigs or not, and you're just not running the rigs because you're like, it's not profitable, well, at least you could sit there and put them into a good cause. So, I continue to mine, even in these hard times. I've mined through the crypto winters already, so this is just another one. I'll weather the storm.
Yeah, and then what's that? I would really love to see Bitcoin at or above 10K by the time the halvening comes, but I mean, we're getting close.
Oh yeah.
And of course, with everything else going on in the world right now, it doesn't make things any easier. That's for sure. So doing things like this can help fight 2 battles at once.
Right.
And at least you can earn a few sats. At least you can, get a little bit of something. Because I know dedicating your computer, your home PC, whatever, with a graphics card or whatever it is, you can fold at home and you won't earn anything. But this way, at least you earn a little bit of something.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because until the Cure Coin becomes profitable, no one will do it. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not profitable whatsoever.
And there are a bunch of people that are doing it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are really selfish in here. You also don't know if they're still profitable or why it is that they're mining. What was their purpose? So, I mean, I know we know a bunch of people that have done it. Have we done it ourselves? No. It's something that, maybe some of the bigger mining facilities, they should dedicate some of their hash power to something like this. But for the people who are smaller at home, it's going to be definitely a personal decision. But if your rigs are already off, you might as well put it to a good use for a good cause.
At least for a little bit.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
I don't know. I know a lot of people turning their rigs off, and I've seen a lot of people actually selling their stuff because a lot of people lost their jobs. And it's really terrible.
Yeah.
So hope everybody is gonna be okay and doing okay. We love y'all. Drop my pen. It's fine.
You know, dropping a pen is better than like breaking parts.
Yeah. We can talk a little bit about that. So last week, we did our 2.4 hour live stream.
Right.
And it was Nim putting together his water block BCU 1525 rigs, his water blocks for the Dymastech water blocks with backplates. He even was running the distro block with the D5 pump on a BBC, a big black cooler.
Right. 480 mil radiator, man. That thing is massive.
It was pretty
so big. whenever I fired it up, just
it's
to pump
the longest live stream ever, but it was worth it. But it was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
So it really was. What ended up happening was I had the same thing that a lot of people have when they're building rigs, water blocks. You're eventually going to have at least one, maybe two leaks. They're not going to be anything significant. They're just going to be like something didn't situate just right. So I had on the radiator one of the block off ports. The plug for it was leaking. So fixed that one. I put some Teflon tape on there, screwed it back in there. Good to go. Has not dribbled a bit. So the distribution block that was supposed to go from FPGA to FPGA for two of them, well, the one side sealed up just fine, but the other side was dribbling. Not a huge leak, and it was only under pressure. So I was like, well, maybe I should tighten down one of the fittings that tightens the distribution block onto the FPGA water block. So I kept on tightening it down, turning it on, tightening it down, turning it on. I'm like, man, this thing is still just dribbling. I can't get it to stop dribbling. So eventually it went pink. I'm like, son of a... Yep. And I pulled it off, and I saw where it broke. I'm like, well, at least there's enough for me to get a pair of vice grips onto it and actually get the thing out of there. So what I started looking into it a little bit was that the water block itself on the FPGA was recessed in like a maybe a 1/16 of an inch in. I mean, you're talking nothing. But it was just enough, I think, that the PCB was holding the water block a little crooked off of the distribution block, so it wasn't situated just perfectly the way it wanted to be. So, of course, it yelled at me and decided to break. Right where the holes allow the coolant to actually flow through. So definitely a weak point on here, but by design. So this is basically a banjo bolt, is what they would call something like this. And it broke right around the ports for it. So it is what it is. I was able to discover what the problem...
Crypto?
Yo! But at least I was able to figure out what the issue was. It wasn't anything super serious on there. And whenever I go to put this back on there, now I'm running them right now. I'm running them with instead of running a nice little distribution block, I've got hoses off of it instead. So one gets fed the coolant from the other. So with this, they would be both fed fresh coolant every round. Right. Instead of one getting fed the old coolant from the other one, heating up that one before, heating up the second one more than the first one.
Getting recycled coolant from the first one, which was already
warmed
cools
up.
Down a little bit from the pass over to the next BCU, but not enough to cool it down completely.
Right, exactly.
And so I know whenever I was, hey, what's up, Tech Man? I know when I was looking at it too, you can see the temperature difference in the two. Significant difference. Within a good 5 or 6 degrees or more different, depending on how hard they're working.
Right.
From that situation. So I'm ready to see, like, with the distribution block on there, like, what it's going to be like.
Right. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream. Should I live stream me fixing this thing tomorrow?
do it.
Do it. Just do it. Huh?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
You guys want me to live stream this on my channel tomorrow, Crypto and Hot Rods?
Your channel.
My channel.
Your channel.
So.
So yes. Yeah.
We got one. Yes, live. Yes, stream it all.
Live stream it all. Cool.
All right, live stream it. I'll do it tomorrow.
Sounds
Boom.
good. You know, and depending how I get to work, maybe we'll get to stream on DCA too. See if I can figure that out.
Right.
So. What's up, Jay?
Yo.
It's late.
Fashionably on time, I would say. But what's nice about breaking that one fitting, right? The guys over at Diamond Tech were really nice, easy to deal with. So I haven't even opened these up or anything like that.
Did you press that mail button? You better press that mail button. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Slacker. This guy.
Mail's here.
Slack.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want
Dance,
to wag my
dance.
tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
I got new fittings! Yo, they sent 4 of them over to me this time. So they were like, well, in case you gorilla, you know what, all of them, we're just going to send you new ones all together, and you can try for a second round. And we're also working on getting the CEO of Diamond Tech on here for an interview, guys. But because of the coronavirus outbreak, the human malware, he has been absolutely busy. He has asked to reschedule the time that we were going to have set up for him, which would have been, I think, next week, or the following week.
Nope. Next week. Would have been next week.
Yeah, it would have been next week. So, unfortunately, things got delayed with the human malware stuff. And he is also one of the admins for Mod My Mods. So, he does a lot of work. He's heavily in this computer space. He knows all about the mining space. He's not unfamiliar with it, I guarantee you. I haven't asked him directly, but he did ask for to be rescheduled. I still have to respond to him saying thank you for the fittings and getting them back to me so quickly, and then try to set up a point where maybe in the future we can sit there and have our awesome discussion with the man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
I follow him on Instagram. The Mod My Mods thing, and the things they post is like crazy. And I'm like, I've never built like custom water loop stuff, and I'm like, this stuff just looks absolutely insanely awesome.
Yeah.
Granted, Nim, of course, with his DC uses, water blocking it up, but I don't. This is only one piece of the puzzle, of course, but it's not a water block. But interesting to see what this thing is going to do compared to that, and yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll have some surprises in the mine soon.
Ooh. Down Market said what? Yeah, so got some stuff coming. It'll be here shortly. Stay tuned to my channel. On Crypto Mikkel, I'll have the unboxing video of the actual hardware because I need to get some content on there. With the switch over, you know, my content on my personal YouTube channel is more or less of like tutorials and stuff. So haven't really been doing any much like tutorials because I've like done all the stuff that I like have. Like I don't have any more stuff to do tutorials like with like in front of me, so it's kind of like hard to like do tutorials when you don't have any new stuff to do tutorials with. So I got new hardware coming, and I have stuff to make tutorial videos with. You know, just a little something extra.
Brought to you by Crypto and Hot Rods.
Yeah, a little helpful donation. You know, a good old family mine, LLC.
Right. Who says that?
I don't
That's
know,
crazy.
It sounded like it was coming from the forklift guy down there.
Okay, okay.
Hey, you need to cut it out back there.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy's doing, but yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what's going on, and I'll have my extra stuff. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's this nice turbine. Look at the turbo. Yeah, it looks like a turbo. The thing's massive.
I know.
It's extremely it's extremely loud.
He'll have to be careful about that beard, you know. If it sucks it up in there, it is goner, dude.
It's a goner. I'm currently trying to figure out a cooling like a situation for it. Yeah. Look, I thought about putting it on just like on the open rack, like with everything, but I don't know.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. I know. We'll see. I don't know. But putting it in a case.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. We'll see, because the thing gets loud, so I'm trying to decide how I'm going to address that. If it's fully cranked up or not.
Oh my god, yeah. Those little fans, man. It's like they spool up and you hear it across the house. You're like, when the miner turns off, you're like, something's wrong.
Yeah, you know, because I have like, you know, I have one rig down right now. You know, I have the A&D rig down because that motherboard was down, and I have it. Next week I have like I'm gonna have the extra time, and I'll have an extra set of hands with me. AKA my oldest. So I'm gonna have him like help me like finagle some stuff.
Oh snaps!
You know, might as well teach him some extra stuff while he's sitting at home at school. So
right,
make him learn something. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan of what to do next week and figure all that stuff out. But yeah, it's like extremely quiet, like because it's like one whole rig is down, so you're down like the GPU fans and then the 4 fans in front of it's like on the rig, so it's like a little bit of extra silence. So you're just like walking by and you're like, something's like off. Like what is it? Oh yeah, that rig's on fire.
right.
and then my heart hurts a little bit when I say that. I'm like, oh, it's that rig. It's off. Sad.
Oh yeah, I can hear in my mining room whenever the power just flickers. It's like, you're like, whoa, what just happened? It's bad enough. Come Monday, I've got to turn my rigs off before going to work, and then I can turn it back on when I come home from lunch, or if I come home for lunch, because I probably don't want to, because I don't want to contaminate my house. So I'll be turning my rigs back on after I get home. Oh, that hurts.
Right.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, I don't want to turn my rigs off. I don't want to do it.
Difference, it always spreading the rumors like that, saying Red Panda has COVID. Unless he went and got tested today and got tested for COVID. But I know that he was not feeling great last night and today on his live streams.
Uh-oh.
So let's hope he's good. He said that was a joke.
I got the black lung.
Man, you're over there making jokes, man. You're gonna be the first one to get it.
Oh, you know I'm already doomed.
You know
I'm too close. I'm too close to Chicago. You know, it's gonna be like L.A. Boom.
I was walking by and like the news was on, and they were talking about Illinois, and I was like, oh well. And then it's like the major impacted states. I was like, spray him. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yep.
He's screwed.
Right.
He's gonna get the Rona.
Right.
The poor fella. How best for you.
Right. I'm gonna do my best. Stay healthy. You just gotta do some hardcore preventative measures, and you can give yourself some pretty good odds.
Yeah. The Very says we had a friend joke about getting it. Well, he got it. Yep, that's the way that works, man.
Right. You talk about the plague, you get the plague.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, there is a. I was seeing some stuff, like people that were on spring break were like down, like still partying down in like Florida and everything.
Oh yeah,
Partying
they're
on the beaches. And
they're like,
what is
oh,
wrong
this
with you
is
people?"
this is garbage. This is infringing on our rights. Our rights to sit here and spend daddy's money, go to college for you know, being a photographer because we're deep, and we're gonna sit on this beach.
Derizo. So those kids in Florida drunk is all gonna fall off.
Yeah. They don't
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about the corona. They got to worry about you know,
Other things.
other things that they might not want to bring home with them that they're going to anyway.
Rona come home with you too. Don't worry
Right.
about that. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yep.
I seen that, and I was like, "There's no hope." I was like, "Think about it. They wouldn't shut down the beaches after that, and then you think about all those kids wouldn't got on the plane, then went back home, and then spread to everybody else."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like, "Boom."
I've been joking about it for a long time. You know, it's like I love kids. Okay. I also love giving them back to their parents.
Yep.
And then whenever I get sick, you want to know who the culprit is usually? One of those breeders. People with kids. They're ground zero with them nasty schools. That's why they're shut down.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, there was like hundreds of kids down the beach too. So when you think about it, that's hundreds of kids that
Just
at
got
least
it.
at least
got
like,
it. Yeah.
at least like 20 or 30% of them, got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they're they're getting it with every high five and scratch in the face.
Oh yeah, up in everybody's faces, partying because you see there ain't no room on the beaches.
Giving everybody drunk hugs.
And
Drunk
lovins.
Right, drunk kisses.
Drunk lovins.
Right.
And that's like one of the best ways to give it.
Oh God, yes.
You know?
Yummy.
Just how I like it. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a bummer, that's for sure.
Right. All I can say is that lockdowns are probably coming nationwide. So definitely stock up on the essentials. You don't have to stock up on like a year's worth.
FPGA rig.
Right, you don't need to stock up on a year's worth of everything. You just need like a couple of weeks.
A month is good.
Right.
2 months is better.
Well, if you got kids and you factor it in a month, you got kids. Factor 2, because that's going to last 1 month. Because they're home.
For real. They're home 24/7.
They're always wanting a snack. I bet you get food. I want food. I want a snack. I bet you've been hearing that.
I'm bored. Can I get a snack?
Yeah.
No.
No board munching. Go run in place.
Go do something. I can't go outside. There's a coronavirus. Yeah. They eat when they're bored. Yeah, they do. They want to say, "I want a snack. I want to eat something." No, you don't. You just think you want something.
Just hand them a bag of rubber bands and tell them to play Rubber Band Fort.
Oh man.
Set up the couch cushions, blankets, be like, we got headquarters over here, guys.
Derizo says says, what you guys all mining? You know, like what coins? Right now, I am personally mining ETC with the GPUs that I have. I do have some 4 GB cards, so I am trying to eat that up as much as I can while I can, because I like it. I like ETC, and so I want to mine as much of it as I can while I can, because I have quite a few 4 GB cards in my farm, and I try to keep my farm together. So if I can't mine Ethereum Classic, I'm going to move my whole farm to something else. I'm not going to split up my farm and mine 2 different things. I usually put it all together, unless it's like extremely profitable to separate the AMDs and NVIDIAs.
So I'm mining Ethereum Classic with my AMDs. I've got 2 E3 Ant miners. Those are on Ethereum directly. And then all my NVIDIAs are on some of that Beam. And then the FPGAs are eating up on that 0x Bitcoin.
Right. And
then I'm also mining that Monero on purpose.
Yeah, me too. I'm mining Monero as well with Ryzen 1700. I'm also mining Handshake with the Black Miner F1 Mini.
Right, I forgot about the Handshake. Oh.
Yep. I think Nim is mining 0x Bitcoin with the FP and merge mining along with Cedo.
Right.
With the BCUs. I know that because we were just kind of like testing things and getting things up and running, trying to like make sure that they would work and everything was working while we were waiting for the part. He was waiting for the parts for the distro block. So just kind of was playing around and wanted to get something up and mining quick and easy. So 0x Bitcoin was pretty quick and easy for me because that you can get to merge mine with it, so it's not. Get a little bit of extra something on the side,
right?
Which is always nice because it doubles basically what you're getting, so it's nice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that covers on that. I'm speculative mining. What is it? XLN? Not stellar lumens. That's I don't remember which one it was.
No.
XLA.
XLA.
XLA. Which is Scala. I've been playing around with that like speculatively right now. I'm actually mining that on an old phone that I have. They actually released a phone miner, so you can download it, mine, pick your cores, watch your voltages, stuff like that. I was also testing out, of course, mining Monero with that device as well, so that's always fun.
Right.
Which I'm gonna have videos coming up here soon if I can sell that stuff up if you care to do that.
Right. We don't recommend you mining with your phones or anything, but for testing purposes, it's kind of interesting to set them up.
It's fun to set it up for me anyway.
I was thinking about trying to do it, but I was trying to figure out how I can pull the video while doing it.
Yeah, that's my hardest.
And I think I figured out a way to be able to do it.
Yeah, there's a few ways that you could do it.
Like screen sharing and stuff to your PC.
Which of course will affect your hash rate, but
oh yeah,
nonetheless it'll show you how to do it.
Right, for a tutorial.
Which is the whole purpose of the video.
Right. And I've gotten a lot of guff every time I do that, like on my own PC, like I'm testing something on Nice Hash or something, and I'm talking about, hey, the hash rate is here normally, but I'm pulling video. and people just persecute me for it. It's like, ugh, it's not my fault. You guys want a video, and there's no other way for me to cut video.
Mm-hmm. You know, and so yeah, I make point, like when I'm making videos about
Oh God, XYO.
about like about setting
J,
about setting
J.
up coins. I know I'm trying to get distracted by it. He says I was too. We know, Chris. It's okay, guys. We forgive you both. While I'm setting up videos like for or how to set up mining programs for certain coins, when I'm setting up, I make sure to say the point. You know, like this hash rate is actually more than this, but right now, yeah, I'm streaming on this PC to like make this video, so it's gonna cut it in half, mainly because most of the videos are GPU mined coins, and I'm making a video, so I'm using the GPU to monitors, the video, you know, the camera, all that stuff takes up hash rate.
Oh yeah, people don't realize it. Even on a processing unit, like my Threadripper right now, it is mining Monero. Typically, I get almost 6,000 hash on a 1900X, and right now I'm sitting at 2,877 hash because I'm streaming. I've got Zoom chat coming up. I've got my my camera rolling. So there's a lot of.
There is a disclaimer: hash rates might vary by 10 or by plus 10 or by 10%, plus or minus.
Right.
So true. Plus or minus 10%.
Off the top, B.
Straight up. Dig D minus, what kind of Threadripper are you running?
The 1900X, which is it's the first generation on there. Mm-hmm. I have the RAM overclocked as high as the Threadripper will allow, which is 2666. I have the AMD Ryzen Master software on here for overclocking the CPU the rest of the way, which is a lot easier than trying to walk it through BIOS, which is the way that I'm used to doing it. So I had a little learning curve with doing the Ryzen Master setup on here. If you guys ever want to check that out, I have videos for that on Cryptos and Hot Rod.
Which you can, right below him is at Hot Rod for YouTube.
Yo, so definitely check it out if you want to know how to overclock your AMD CPU. The process will be the same. The end figures will be different depending on your processor. That's the only difference on there. So, but the steps that I take with it are pretty comprehensive.
What up, Deadwood? So Drizza says, great question for you guys. Got lots of them. What do you do on your coins that don't have available exchanges? Well, I usually don't mine a coin that doesn't like have an available exchange.
Right.
If I do mine a coin that doesn't have an exchange, I just mine the wallet, wait for the first exchange that I see that I can actually use, and dump them.
Right.
I've done that before. I don't typically do that like ever, but I've done it once before, or so I have done it. That's what I've done when I did that, but typically don't do that anymore.
I have never mined a coin that wasn't on an exchange. I have been offered.
Right.
What was it? It was
Litecoin Cash.
Yeah, Litecoin Cash, or no, Lite Cash. It was Lite Cash. It was the fork of Beam, and their whole exchange was in their Discord.
Right.
And the guy wanted me to shill it.
In the Discord.
Right, and the guy wanted me to shill it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll pay you $100 in Lite Cash," and I'm like, "Change that into Bitcoin, and then we'll start talking." Because like it was GPU mineable. I'm down for a GPU mineable coin. It did not check my boxes off for me to get behind it. No core QT wallet. They They had like a pre-mine going on. I have issues with that. The devs of the coin get so much of the coin too. There's just certain red flags about the coin itself that I don't like, but it is GPU mineable. So for the GPU community, this is a good thing. But the guy was like, "Yeah, I got light cash for you." And I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with that? I can't change it into Bitcoin that easily." And I don't trust sending anything to your people, so you go pick out which people are trustworthy, exchange it for some of their Bitcoin, and send that to me. And I never heard from him again.
Hey man, you can't win. You can't win them all.
No.
But yeah, is what it is. Nonetheless, good question. There, Dorizo. Let's see what we got going on. Jay says Nim is super good at teaching stuff. He dumbs it down so we can understand.
I don't really say that I dumb it down. I just, instead of trying to use...
I wouldn't say he dumbs it down. He actually explains it just thoroughly.
Yeah.
In the best way, in the most digestible way.
Right. I mean, if I want to, I can sit there, pull out all the big acronyms and names like that you guys probably do not care to know about. It's like me, being a mechanic. Mechanics do not need to know how to make a battery. Okay? That's not a prerequisite of being a mechanic. But because I went to college for automotive, I now know how to make a battery. That would probably be helpful if we get into an apocalypse scenario. I can, make a battery to start a car up and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be your guy after that. But for the a general population, somebody's like, "Yo, I need to know how to replace my alternator." I don't need to tell him how to make a battery. I just need to tell him how to unhook it properly so that he doesn't short anything out or tries to kill himself in the process of doing a simple task. So, I mean, I think I just make it, like you said, digestible. A little bit easier. I don't need to use the college terminology to explain something simple. I use
what up, 3D camper?
Yo! I use the KISS formula. If you guys don't know what the KISS formula is, it is an acronym for Keep It Simple, Stupid. Yeah. So... yeah. That's all it is. Just keep it simple. You don't need to have the college tutorial on it.
Right.
It's not rocket science.
I mean, it is to some people.
It's fascinating if you're on the outside and you're looking in through the looking glass going, "What's over here?" And you're like, "Oh my God, this is a whole lifestyle I've never seen before."
Right. Oh my gosh, things I've never seen and experienced.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, think about going to a racetrack, and then going from the racetrack to one of those drivers' actual garages and watch them build that car. You're gonna get a whole new experience. Alice in Wonderland, looking through the looking glass.
So that's why they do that.
Right. It
all makes sense.
And I think that because I'm real good with people, I understand when there's times where I'll explain something and I'm like, man, if I was somebody else, I probably would not have understood what I just said. Ugh. Let me rewind this. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think I just lost you. Because I think I just lost myself in the process of explaining this. I don't know how that happened.
It's like I have lost myself. I don't know. My brain's exploded inside of my brain. That's why you stream. That's why you stream the water rig builds.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never done that before. It was, hey, let's jump down the rabbit hole together. Come on, guys. Yo, pilot. This is going to be a Corona-free trip.
The Rizla. He says, ask someone at work what Bitcoin is. I love getting all the dumbest answers ever. Yeah.
My favorite one is I'll say something about Bitcoin, and they'll be like, "Oh man, that's a scam. How much money have you lost?" That's my favorite.
I haven't lost any. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I lose Bitcoin on boating trips, but I mean, I don't like.
I lost it all on hardware, but it's whatever.
Right.
Dig Deep says, "What are the BCUs mining? The BCUs mine now. They're mining 0x Bitcoin.
0x the Bizzity Bits.
They're merge mining it with merge mining 0x Bitcoin with Cedo.
Mm-hmm.
So."
And they
Jay, anytime we talk about mining, my head explodes. Well, I mean, you just hurry and build that mining computer, and you can start mining yourself.
Right. And then you can sit there and look at the matrix happen right in front of you. Oh.
Right in front of your eyes.
Oh.
Tell me, you just need to build like a good desktop computer. That's all you really need.
Especially when you can sit there and like run a node and actually watch the node run. Mm-hmm. And then you can sit there and spool up a miner and watch the moment your rig validates a block on the network. That is something cool. You're like, yo, I did that. That's my block right there, yo! Because you'll see,
I'm DCAing into it.
yeah, you'll see like your block will be like got share, and then you'll see on the blockchain, bing, block. You're like, oh my god, it correlated. Yes, that was me working. I can prove it. Yes.
Proof fails my proof of work.
Right.
Dorizzle says it's super addictive.
Oh my god, yeah.
It really is.
All it takes is your first hash, and you're hooked. Hooked for life on the first hash. So
I'm at the point where I would take an entire rig apart and rebuild it just for fun.
Yeah. I mean, I know I didn't need to water.
Cleaning day is my favorite because I take it apart so I can put it back together.
I knew that I could sit there and like air cool my FPGAs, but I didn't want to do that. I've been air cooling all my farm for a few years. I know how to do that. That's easy. I wanted to play with a custom water loop for the first time. I've got closed loop in my PC here, and I'm like, you just bolt it up just like you would any other cooler. It's really not hard. But the water loop for the FPGAs, dude, I had leaks. It gave me something to do. And now I get to do something again. Yo!
See, this is a perfect example right here. Jay is doing for a DCA into your mining, quoted from the Patreon, which you can find linked down below. Jay is over here saying 10% of the profits of his day trading goes into a separate wallet that he has set up just to save for PC parts, for like the new PC. So as he's trading, he's DCAing into his trading, and 10% of his profits he's DCAing into buying a new computer.
That is so
Boom.
baller. Boom. Amazingly awesome.
Super smart. Just double DCAing right there. He's double dipping.
Right. That is awesome.
It's okay to double dip this time. Just this time.
Just one time. Just don't do the finger dip.
A little swirly.
Right,
a little bit of sloshy.
People might look at you funny.
Yeah.
So.
And that's super awesome.
Right.
And that's a good example of DCA.
Right.
And Dorizzle the shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know what was a shocker? The ETC doing its block happening reward. They finally implemented their first Ice Age event.
Not block happening. It's just a
right. It's just an
block.
a reward cut.
Reduce.
Yeah.
Block reducing. Reward reducing.
But this was like they had been putting off the Ice Age events on their chain for a long time. So now they went from a block reward of 4 ETC to 3.2. I know, it's mega reduction. Everybody's all up in arms over it. I mean, you know how many miners actually stopped mining ETC because of it?
Yeah, I heard that.
It's like, damn it.
I heard it. I heard you.
I've got to give it to myself. Damn it.
It's okay. I heard you. But yeah, and they did reduce it, and it did go down from, what was it? It was at 4, right?
Right. Yeah, it was at 4, now it's at 3.2. So, unfortunately, you know, all the miners are now not profitable. Get off of ETC. I'm gonna leave my mining rig there, but I want all of you guys to get off of my ETC. Do it! Do it now!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, I noticed my reward went down for about a day or so.
Yeah,
my rewards went down, and then after that day, my rewards went like right back to what they were, if not a little bit more. And I was like, I'm confused. Like, I mean, it happens all the time.
Right,
if you watch it,
people thought that it would be okay with the reward reduction on there, and after about a day, you just watch it flop, like boink. Mm-hmm. I saw it on Litecoin. Litecoin was steadily dropping hash rate for the course of a few months, to the point where one L3 Plus was actually getting 5 times the Satoshi reward than it was before the halving on Litecoin.
Right.
So you see stuff like this all the time. People don't realize that, oh, I'm not making any money. It's costing me money now. It's like, no, you're 5 times more Satoshi profitable. Hashtag winning.
Hashtag life of a miner.
Right? People just like look at it the wrong way. Stop looking. Well, are you like mining for fiat? You need that dirty fiat, or are you mining for that busy Bitcoin? You got to make decisions. I mean, if you're a big giant farm and you got bills to pay, well then you're a partial fiat miner at the end of the day. So then you got to make decisions accordingly.
Right. So Jay is kind of asking, why did they do this? You know, since he's kind of new to the mining space and one is a little bit learning, it's a good question. You know, he wants to know why they did this. The reason why this happened was due to something that is called an ECIP, which is like a proposal on the blockchain, and they had proposed to lower the block reward by 20%. That way, so which 20% is the new percentage from 4 to 3.2. You know, and the main reason why they do this is kind of like how Bitcoin has its happening, is to slow down the generation of coins, so that way the coin can stay around for a little bit longer, in a sense. You know, Bitcoin halves every 4 years, so every 4 years the rewards go down. So every 4 years, in this case, this was their first one. So in this sense, they're just trying to prolong the life of their coin. Not to mention, right, it's an odd time for them to do it. You know, due to the fact that the DAG file has been growing on ETC. Miner E3s can't mine ETC anymore.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting to see them implement something like this right now, after they kick off E3s. The 4 gig cards will be kicked off next month.
They're also sitting there talking about switching over to SHA-3 implementation, which is going to be an FPGA playground.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah,
we'll have to see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of like what they'll do. That's for sure. Yeah. So realistically, the value should go up because it's more scarce. I mean, should have gone up, yes, if the market had to like poop the bed at the same time this happened.
Right.
So
the bigger players on the
theoretically,
backside
yes.
know that this is not a bad thing. It's gonna shake out a lot of miners off the algorithm,
Right.
And you know, those with the bigger farms are going to be able to sit there and feed.
Right. Because not only is the DAG file coming up to 4 gigs, which is nonetheless people hop off because of that. Because an influx of people actually hop on because of that. You know, a lot of the people that have 4 gig cards are like, oh, let's go flood ETC right now because we don't have much longer to flood ETC.
Right.
So let's go scoop up as much as we can while we can and then be done with it. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how things go with Ethereum Classic. I've always watched their project to see how things are going to go, and I like their project. So we'll see.
my E3s are already off of ETC. I can't mine it no more because it's running the E3 amp miners run a 32-bit OS, which does not allow a full 4 gigabytes of VRAM usage. So
Correct.
they're parked on Ethereum until the DAG file finally hits bigger than what it can mine, which will be end of the summer. Yeah, end of the summer, end of year, something like that.
End of year. Yeah. Jay Myers says the BTC halving is going to be crazy. If BTC does not go back up, miners will speculate, and because they will run themselves into the ground. What are your thoughts? Miners will turn their rigs off, not due to that, but due to the fact that the low price of Bitcoin at a high price of electricity at a less amount of block reward. So I mean, they're going to get less. They'll get less. The price didn't go up, and their electricity rate's the same. So 2 variables remain the same, and one dramatically decreases what they're making, and it's cutting in half. You know, so if they're barely getting by right now at making like $2 a day or $1 a day, like especially they're making $1 a day, like, and price doesn't get better, they'll make 50 cents a day. Like that's not gonna work. You got to think about electricity costs, operational costs, housing them. If you're running large farms, you got to pay for the buildings, situations like that. So I mean, it's a huge issue. That's why I was saying earlier that I would really love to see Bitcoin above 10K before the halving. If Bitcoin is not above 10K before the halving, I think it'll drop way low. I think we'll go back down to our 3Ks easy because people will start dumping it.
But the realistic thing is, though, your bigger miners are paying anywhere from a quarter, like 3/4 of a penny per kilowatt hour, up to 2 cents a kilowatt hour.
Yeah,
they're pretty much profitable at a $2,500 Bitcoin.
Right.
So don't think that the price dropping is going to make the miners turn their stuff off either. It depends on the miner's location and how they set up their infrastructure, what kind of bills they still owe on setting up the said infrastructure. So there's variables in it, but a lot of your established mines, they are not shutting down. I will guarantee you that. I think some of them, if they're under a cent, I think they can mine all the way to an $1,800 Bitcoin.
Easy. We'll see. And yeah, Diversity, I agree. They're printing fiat like buttheads.
Oh yeah, it's got to be amazing. These are great fiat printing times we live in now. You know, we're watching them do the same thing they did in Rome, except that they're not clipping corners of coins off and remaking new coins. They're just like, hey guys, pay attention over here. Daddy's gonna make some bills.
Don't worry about us.
I mean, whenever we print money, we're criminals. What happens when the elites just print money out of nowhere? I'm just saying. Just saying. I mean, I get it. I don't want to see businesses die. I don't want to see, you know, the small business sector take this huge hit like this. But it happens.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have hit our hour mark. And if anybody has any questions at all, like, go ahead.
Right?
Feel
Any
free
questions,
to ask.
please.
Feel free to ask before we hop off here and go about our night.
Right, we're gonna go about our night. I'm gonna definitely like make some dinner for myself because I haven't eaten anything yet. And guys, stay tuned for tomorrow when I do the reattachment of this bad boy. I will do the whole thing live, like you guys want me to. So be there. Every one of you, you better be there.
Every last one.
Yes.
Have a good night, Unknown Crypto.
Yep, have a good one. And Jay Myers like, or no, Ralph Cooper is like 500 billion in one day. Wonder how they moved that so fast.
For sure. You know, if anybody wants to like hang out, we can gladly go have like a chat.
Right, in the Discord.
We can go hang out like in the DCA Discord.
Ooh.
We all go hang out in there in the voice chat. If anybody wants to go do that.
Right. If you guys want to do that, hop into the DCA Discord and get into the general chat, and we will be on there in a little bit. If nobody's gonna hop in there, we're not gonna just roll in there then. I'm just saying, we'll just converse between the two of us.
Yeah,
Talk about Family Mine LLC stuff, you know.
So, on that note, guys,
We'll definitely see you on the next one. Yo, definitely check out Crypto and Hot Rod tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a live stream on there. BCUs. I'll even show it hashing. Yo! Ooh! Ooh! So with that, guys, we'll see you later. Peace.
later, guys.